about all y'all that damn near went to church, ain't learned nothing. How many of y'all go home and read your Bibles for yourself in sincerity and truth, man? Okay? Like the Lord don't know what the hell y'all doing, man. That's why the Lord let the so-called white man get on you. And that's why we're gonna get into Genesis, the 25th chapter. Okay? Go ahead.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Yeah, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. They're fighting a war on terror, the war on drugs. But at the end of the day, ain't nothing but a bunch of our people dying, man. And then you'll find out that they're the ones that put the drugs in the neighborhoods, man. You know? You got niggas flying from a different country. You got niggas flying from a different country coming in this country with kilos of heroin, man. Like the government don't have a seal on that, man. Like they don't know what's going on. No, the government do know what's going on, man. Ray Nagin did know what's going on. He let crack get in the neighborhoods, man. Okay? You'll turn around and say that we don't know shit, but then turn around and say we're such good chemists that we found out some magical way how to cook crack, man. Okay? You gotta be a damn chemist to turn cocaine into crack. How they found that out? Somebody showed them that, man.
Yeah.
You know? But then you turn around and say we don't know shit, but then we're smart enough to turn cocaine into crack. Magically, man. Okay? That's the so-called white man behind that, man. Gun violence. How you think Jake get guns, man? Okay? You don't hear nothing about no train getting hijacked. You don't hear nothing about no airplane getting hijacked. No truck getting hijacked. You don't hear nothing about that.
No manufacturers.
There's no manufacturers. How they get me all these dirty pistols, man? Okay? There's basically what we're saying, there's behind every behind every Negro, Latino, Native American getting any type of shit, there's an Edomite behind it, man. Okay? There's a so-called white man, and any Jake can't get no gun, man. It came from somewhere. The so-called white man makes the guns, man. Okay? He should actually be put to death because he's an accomplice, man. Okay? He's the only motherfucker that make the guns. Okay? You need a permit, all kind of stuff to get a gun, man. All of a sudden, Jake got the most guns on the street, man. You know? And nobody questions that. Go ahead. That's it today?
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go get that Genesis 25. You have something?
Psalms chapter 28, verse 3, draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts.
Yeah, that goes back to what we're saying again. Draw me not away with them, man. Okay, learn not the way of the heathen. Okay, because you're supposed to have, you say you're conscious, you got some type of intelligence about yourself. Okay, you read a book, you're supposed to know all the atrocities that the so-called white man has been putting on our people, man. And they don't deserve no condolences and no taking the higher road for that shit, man. Ain't none of our people should have a mindset of taking the higher road. Okay? Because guess what? Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, he didn't take the higher road with that mindset. Okay? Jesus, so-called Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai, said, those who will not serve me, bring them hither and slay them before me, man. Right? That's talking about Israel. So Esau ain't built to serve our people, serve the Most High and the Son. So he's automatically supposed to be destroyed, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors.
Yeah, give them according to their deeds, man. All right? That's justice, man. If you out here and you destroying people, you should be destroyed. No doubt, but just because you catch somebody and you're a police officer and the nigga got his pants sagging, don't mean you get the right to shoot a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's life should be taken. That means any hillbilly I see, if he offend me, I should get to shoot him, because in my mind, he's KKK. I get the automatic right to assume, because that's what you do to us. Just like I'm going to go back and say again, if anybody condoning so-called white man and say he's your buddy, you need to be put to death too, because you're advocating all this shit, man. If you wake up in the morning, you feeling good, you ain't with the Most High. You ain't with your people. You know? I don't give a damn about gray or nothing. It's just the fact of the so-called white man's mindset toward how he deals with us, man. It's the obvious. He don't fuck with us, man. That's what's irritating. I understand why that nigga got shot. He was a cocaine dealer. He was all kind of. He wasn't right at the end of the day. But according to the Most High's eyes, according to the so-called white man's eyes, he deserved justice. According to his system, not the so-called white man's eyes, but his system. Okay? The so-called white man's a hypocrite and a goddamn liar, man. Okay? The same motherfucker that tell you forget and forget, you go to jail, get out, you can't get a job for shit, man. Alright? And then they'll turn around and you'll have a black athlete, Adrian Peterson, Ray Rice. You'll take this man's whole career away from him because he got an altercation with his wife, and they forgave each other, but you can't forgive him. But then the so-called white man is still millions of dollars, all right, from American citizens through tax money, and then turn around and get another job, man. Easy. Okay? There's a difference between us and them, and they don't respect us as a people, man. Okay? And that's the reality of it at the end of the day. You can feel how you want. You got a co-worker at the job, Susan or Billy, and you think they're cool, so you say, oh, all white people ain't bad. Hey, go die with him, man. Okay? The so-called white man's our enemy. He's been our enemy, and the history books prove it. The news prove it. World Star, YouTube. Okay? If you don't think the so-called white man's your enemy, you're in denial, man. Okay? And so we have all full right to say you're an enemy also, man. You got something? Oh, you can read this.
It says, give them after the work of their hands, render to them their desert, because they regard not the works of the Lord, nor the operations of his hands.
Yeah, they regard not the works of the Lord. The so-called white man don't honor the works of the Lord. Okay? Because even amongst Israel, you gotta have 2 or 3 witnesses, right? Or you gotta take them to trial. Alright? And if you don't take them to trial, you gotta be punished. Alright? You gotta go to court. There shouldn't be no automatic assumption that you're right because you're the police. You know what I'm saying? Really, if you're the police, you shouldn't get suspended. You should be put to death. If you get caught on murder, or you beat somebody to death, you should automatically be put to death. Basically, you should be treated like Ray Rice. You should be treated like Ocho Cinco, right? Because y'all turn around when Jake do something and they're in a high seat, a high stature, you say, oh, they're what they call that? They're a role model to the kids. They're a role model to society. When George Bush went over there in the Middle East and bombed all those people, what the hell do you think George Bush is? He's the president. He's the head honcho.
You don't think kids is like, I want to be a president when I get older?
Yeah, what are you saying when you let him off? That a president basically can kill millions of people and get away with it. That's what you're saying. That you can be the leader of the world and mess up. All right? No, George Bush is supposed to be on the guillotine in front of everybody like Saddam Hussein. He should be made an example, man. Okay? But it's not like that. It's not gonna be like that. Okay? That's why people need to understand that the so-called white man ain't gonna change that, man. They're always gonna see us as criminals, man. They always find a way to say that we're wicked. You know? I talk to them and me being conscious, of their wickedness and through the scriptures, I just sit back and listen and see how far they go and say dumb shit, man. Like the other week, had a guy who was talking about gold teeth. You know what I'm saying? And they say, oh, getting gold teeth. And say, why would you do that? Somebody will rob you and take your teeth out your mouth. Like, that's true. What about a fucking gold watch though, man? A gold watch is easier to take. So your logic is saying having gold on you is stupid because you can get robbed. Right? So if you got a gold rollie, that is dumb. That is retarded, man. That's what you're saying.
That's one size fit all. At least my teeth fit in my mouth.
Yeah. You gotta fight to get somebody's teeth out their mouth, especially gold teeth. You know, the ones that are cemented in as caps. You gotta knock somebody's teeth out, man, when you could just point a gun and say, give me that watch. So that's the type of shit I be saying, that type of logic, man. And the thing about it is, the reason why they got a problem with it is that type of shit that niggas do. They get gold teeth and shit, man. So it's like, oh, that's stupid. But then you can get robbed and you'll make a theory on why it's stupid. But if you apply that theory to the type of shit y'all do, you know what I'm saying? And it's even more dumb. Like you have a gold rollie, man. Why would you ride around in an expensive car? You know, all that type of dumb shit, man. That's the so-called white man. He don't care about our people. Basically, everything we do is stupid and dumb, man. Even if it is stupid and dumb. But the shit that they do is all good. They got logical reason. Ain't nothing wrong with having something. You know?
It says, because they regard not the works of the Lord, nor the operation of his hands, he shall destroy them and not build